Thank you.
It's a big crowd out here.
Oh, yeah. Back to action as Ariana White gets the rebound off of the miss three-point shot from Abby Miles, and she'll go coast to coast and score on that one now, making it a 15-13 lead for the Nighthawks.
Came back very quickly from that drought.
We're going to get an over and back from the Nighthawks. That'll be another turnover, giving Currituck the ball again. Looked like First Flight was starting to take control of this contest, but Currituck immediately responds now as Sarah Bass-Knight makes her way back into the game now.
Way to answer back, though. Currituck was having some slow momentum, and those two transition plays with that press really helped them out.
Yeah, we knew that First Flight wouldn't be able to completely run away with it. Matter of fact, the last time they played, First Flight won by 5. They won that one 63-58 on February 12th. But this is actually a bit of a rivalry game as well. Hits the large crowd we have. We're going to get another made shot from Currituck, tying this one up now 15-all.
They're just in the right spots, in the right places on where the ball is, and just working out for them.
And they really benefited from that timeout now as things are tied up, as Bass-Knight will give it to Miles. I believe she'll find Jester down low. She can't make the shot. I believe they're going to call that. I wanted to say a jump ball, but I believe maybe I'm not sure, maybe a jump ball or a foul. But either way, the ball will stay with the Nighthawks.
The crowd is very in tune to the game. It's very intense. You can tell these two games are going to be very crowd-like watching.
Yes, Currituck gets the steal as Isabella Bartolotto comes away with that. They won't be able to get a shot up. They beat the buzzer, and that'll be how we end our first quarter of action. This game is all tied up, 15-15. We're going to take a quick break, but stay tuned for more varsity girls basketball. Both teams tied up 15-15 for your NCC Conference Championship for the varsity girls. This will be game 1 of 2, as the next game will be the varsity boys, the Eagles, going up against the Gators of Martin County. As Ariana White finds number 13, Madison Berry, on the baseline. She misses the shot. They'll get multiple offensive boards, though, and this time it's cleaned up by Ariana White.
They're just sticking with it and doing the best they can to get back.
And then they're immediately applying full court pressure on the defensive end, which allowed Berry to get that steal. It goes out of bounds after hitting the official.
Trying to jump out the way for it.
As Currituck will stay with possession. As it's a bunch of security in here now. I mean, we knew this place was going to be well fortified, but I think this is even more than usual. But as we saw earlier, Martin County had a police escort coming in.
Yeah, it was pretty deep in here.
As their last contest against the Gators got pretty tense. It was a great game to watch, but things got pretty tense at the end as we're going to get a turnover against Currituck now. Beatson will pass it to Jester near that right corner. She'll step in. She'll miss the shot, though, as Valera Narducci gets the rebound. That's passing that one into 2 players. 2 turnover on that. Monty Dawson to get the turnover.
I saw what she was trying to do. Just wasn't there at the moment.
Okay. It seems like the Knights will get the ball right back. Only one woman to beat. I believe that'll be a foul. I believe that might have been Abby Miles trying to get that charge. I'm gonna say it was a blocking foul. That one on the floor though, as Lara Narducci will inbound this one. Once again, head coach for the Knights is Shelby Darden Jr. Also the head coach for the Nighthawks is Rick Richards. As Narducci will miss that shot. Try to back her matchup down in the post. Didn't even hit the rim. First Flight will bring this one up right to left on your radio dial.
Going down the lane. Wow.
Yep. Just maneuvering her way down into the interior. She'll lay that one up now, tying this one up again, 17-17.
That's what you do as a point guard. You find your area and go get it done.
Yep, that's both teams now applying immense pressure. Full court. They'll say that ball went out of bounds against the Knights. Giving the ball right back to First Flight. As Miles will inbound this one to Beatson. Miles will find Thornborough, who passed it back to Miles. She'll miss that layup, but Sarah Bassnight is there to clean up the play. They'll take a 19-17 lead as we approach the 6-minute mark now.
She's going to be the cleanup crew for the whole game.
Yeah. It's one of the leading rebounders as Thornborough will get an easy layup and transition off of the steal. And now First Flight will take a 4-point lead now, leading 21-17. And that'll be another turnover against the Knights. They'll swipe that one from Miles as she tried to lay that one up in transition. I believe they may have called a foul on that layup, if I'm correct.
I'm not sure.
Actually, it might not have been a foul, but they'll say it was last touched by Currituck as Jester will inbound this one. She'll find, I believe that's Abby Miles down low. She'll find Beatson. As we're gonna get another stoppage of play.
3 seconds.
And that'll be a 3-second violation against the Nighthawks. That'll get possession back now to the Currituck Knights. A little over 5.5 minutes to go in a half. As we're gonna get a kick ball violation now. Possession will remain with the Knights.
I'm just trying to see what both teams are what's their end goal here for offensive plays. What they're looking for. Just trying to see if they have some two-man plays, just some high-lows maybe.
Yeah, I know this First Flight has really been doing the high-low action.
Yeah.
They really started off this game going into the paint a lot, but now they're starting to take more long-range shots as Miles will inbound this one to Beatson. She's met with full court pressure. Miles and Beatson get it down past half court together. She passed that one right into the crosshairs of Narducci, but it'll go out of bounds. Still keeping the possession with the Nighthawks. Once again, we want to thank you all for listening to this conference championship action on WRVS 89.9, whether it's on your radio, on the TuneIn app, or live on YouTube. We appreciate your continued support.
So we got a turnover here from the Nighthawks.
Yep, so Currituck will inbound this one. Alani Dawson will bring this one up going left to right. She'll get this one to Ariana White. Dribbles past Thornborough.
Ooh.
That's a clear foul. It'll be Sarah Bassnight picking up that foul. And that will be a shooting foul, so Isabella Bartolotta will go to the line. Currituck that usually shoots about 44% from the charity stripe. Bartolotta makes the first one. It'll be 21-18. Nighthawks leading as we hit 5 minutes in the game. Got to get some substitutions. Lala White will come back into the contest. That second free throw will rim out, but the possession will stay with the Knights. It was last touched by a white jersey as Narducci will be the one to inbound this ball. She'll give it to White. White guarded by Miles. As Dawson go up, that shot a bit short. And Dawson will get the offensive rebound. We're going to get another missed shot from Bartolotta. Time the Nighthawks, they'll get it and they'll move in transition with speed. Let's say that ball was last touched by Currituck on that pass down low. So the possession will stay with the Nighthawks of First Flight.
You can tell the Nighthawks are just trying to get it out and go. They need those transitions and Maddie, she's just having her head up and seeing who's open.
Yeah, Maddie's one of the main go-to options for this Nighthawks offense. Not only is this some of their first time playing on ECSU floors, it's actually be our first time this season covering the Nighthawks of First Flight. Also our first time today covering varsity girls basketball on the season. I know it was requested by quite a few people, so we're here to bring it to you. So make sure you all keep tuning in and listen to more action.
Experience. I had this coming up when I was in high school, so I know it's pretty cool for them right now.
Yep, Currituck's a little more familiar with it as well, since they usually come to our border clash held on MLK Day. So,
yeah.
But that's usually the Currituck men's squad. But I believe their varsity girls team have their first time playing here this year, at least in a while. I believe it was the right call to have the game here at ECSU. Quite the entourage we have. I know we had it at Northeastern High School. It would have been standing room only at one point.
Oh, yeah.
As that first free throw goes in for Maddie Beatson. We're going to get another substitution as Carly Jester makes her way in for Abby Miles. First Flight lead in this one, 22-18, with a little over 4 minutes to go in a half. She'll miss that second free throw. She almost got her own rebound. But Narducci tried to pass that one to Dawson, but we'll get a jump ball. With possession will stay with the Knights this time. As Ariana White will inbound this one to Dawson. Amani Dawson, the second leading scorer for this team. Also one of the leading facilitators for this unit. She'll give it to White, who takes a three from the right wing. That shot a bit short, but she shot at that college line.
Yeah, it's truly something different, man. It may not look like much, but it is.
Yeah, you have to adjust your entire shot. First Flight trying to cross half court, and they'll do. Still pass this one to Jester. That's number 14, Lala White will miss that shot.
Also from the college line.
It really making the name long range really prevalent in this contest.
Yeah.
First Flight holding on to a 22-18 victory as we approach 3.5 minutes now in the contest. So we're gonna get a screen from Narducci. They'll pass this one to Cervantes. Misses that three on the right wing. First Flight in transition going right to left. They're going to call a foul against Narducci. A lot of people complaining, thinking that one was clean. Most people here would have thought it was all ball. I didn't have the same vantage point as the ref. But the possession will stay with the Nighthawks as Abby Miles will make her way in again for Lila Thornborough. Lila White will inbound this one to Miles. Miles guarded by Dawson.
Seems like they have a woman-to-woman defense right now.
Yep, we're going to get the made jump shot from White.
Great shot.
Yep. First Flight now leading 24-18 as we got under 3 minutes now and a half. Get another made basket from Bartolotta for the Knights now. They're staying within close proximity to the Nighthawks, now leading this one 24-20. As Beatson gets a shot beat. I believe Narducci was the one on that block. And we talk about a rivalry now. The crowd is really getting into it now.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit more heated. That Corral coming in and being that sixth man, is really going to do something for these teams.
Especially in these close game situations. It usually rises the energy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it raises the energy in the arena as number 13, Madison Berry, will make her way in. She'll come in for Amelia Cervantes. We're going to get another substitution in for the Nighthawks this time, as number 44, Sarah Bassnight, will make her way into the game. Officials ready to start this one again, as White will pass this one to Berry. Berry will hand it to Dawson. She's guarded by Beatson. Two of the leading scorers for their team guarding each other as Narducci can't bank that jump shot in. It'll be First Flight coming away with the rebound. They'll give it to Beatson, who'll bring this ball up right to left.
Seems like Maddie has a double team on her.
The ball got tipped, and we're gonna get a jump ball now. Let's see what they'll say the possession will go to. It'll stay with First Flight. First Flight coming all the way from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. Bit of a drive for the Knights. They're coming all the way from Barco, about 20 minutes from the campus. So we're gonna get a missed jump shot from.
Ooh, just got swarmed by a bunch of black jerseys.
Yeah.
Currituck all over that.
Yeah, all over after that missed shot from Lila White. Currituck will get possession though, as they'll inbound this to Lonnie Dawson. Dawson met with a little bit of full court pressure. Both teams now running those full court pressures, and it works now for the Nighthawks as Bassnight gets the steal.
Trying to get those quick steals and those quick scores.
And then Currituck comes away with their own steal as White, one woman to beat. She doesn't make the layup, but she does get fouled, so she'll still have an opportunity to put 2 more points on the board. You look at the Currituck Knights also shooting 44%, about 8.5 free throws made per game.
Ariana White, she's just doing everything for the team. She's just being everywhere on the floor, stealing the ball and easy transition play.
Yeah, actually, she has an impressive stat line for the season as well, averaging a double-double, 12 points, 11 rebounds, but she's also pulling in 6 steals a game as well with 4 assists. As we're gonna get a timeout, and while in the meantime, I can also let you know that it's probably the opportunity for you has probably gone by, but if you want to get ready for next year's tax situation, you can part ways with your car, motorcycle, or truck. And when you do that, you can go online at wrvs.careasy.org, and when you complete that process, you'll get free towing and a tax break. So some of you may have missed your window now, but you can always get prepared for next year. And also, too, who doesn't want a discount on towing? I know once you get past like a certain amount of miles, that's an instant $125. So go ahead and save you some money and also get a head start on your taxes for the 2026 year. As this contest is about to start again, as Ariana White will get set to take her first set of free throws. She'll miss that first one. So the Nighthawks will still lead this one 24-20. Under a minute 44 left to go in this half.
I know Currituck's probably trying to at least get tied on up before the half, just to put them in a better position for the second half and what that brings.
Yeah, as White misses that second free throw, we're going to get a jump ball. Possession will stay First Flight. They'll inbound this one to Beatson. About a minute and a half to go in the second half. As Beatson will take the screen from Bassnight. She'll go down into the interior and hit the floater.
Just getting downhill.
Yeah, making it a 26-20 lead now for the Nighthawks. But yeah, Beatson has been doing a little bit of everything as well. They'll get that one to Narducci. She misses the shot, but she gets her own rebound. They'll pass this one to Berry in that right corner. And she'll miss that one. That'll rim off. But White there with the second chance opportunity. I believe they'll call a charge now against White. As Sarah Bassnight put her body on the line before that turn. She's a little slow getting up. I think she's okay, but they're gonna sub her out.
Might have took the wind out of her.
And that's a big momentum play, though, for the Nighthawks. Currituck is going to come out with some more full court pressure. They'll get it past half court. They'll find White. That's guarded by Barbara. She tried to give that one the Jester in the corner before that pass was tipped. That'll be a turnover against First Flight. As they try to get that ball. They try to pass that ball to Victoria. That's another nice turnover. We'll get another substitution as Abby Miles will come in for White. Miles the ball off the inbound pass. And Currituck will come away with the rebound now. This time Bartolotta comes away with the ball. Off of Dolphin last moment. It goes down.
Yeah, we got a pretty look at that. She tried to tip it off black jersey.
Yeah, and actually, may have been the first we've seen the Vols and they reversed that call. They actually say that the ball was off of Beatson before she could throw it off of Dawson. That'll give Currituck now control of the possession.
Ball came straight back to her and didn't get away from in time.
Yep. Under 2 seconds to go in a half. White missed the shot. She hit her own rebound. Well, I thought she stepped down and say it was a foul. To the line, too. And this will be Ariana White taking her next set of free throws. Let's see if she can make this first one as it goes up. That'll be a bit short. We're going to get a substitution now for the Nighthawks.
Look, coach from Currituck is a little bit frustrated trying to get those free throws down to at least get up to this lead.
Yeah, so she'll make the second one now. Currituck Knights now trailing this one 26-21, under 10 seconds to go. They'll get a turnover. That'll be Dawson now trying to score off for the steal. They say she was a foul. Let's see if we can get it up with 1 second. That's going to be too short. And that'll be how we end that first half of action. The First Flight Nighthawks leading the Currituck Knights 26-21. We're going to take a quick break during the half, but stay tuned. And when we come back, we'll give you some first half analysis and also look and see what's going on at the AAC conference tournament being held in Edenton, North Carolina. See if we can get you an update on that as well. But stay tuned. We have a lot more in store for you only on WRVS 89.9 and on WRVS 89.9's YouTube channel. We'll see you soon. All right, thank you. So we got about, it's halftime, so it's about like 9 minutes and 45 seconds. A minute, or I'll check in with you in a minute. You got. Hey, how are you?
Bring it.
Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home. Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride?
Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one?
I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
pass that one to Bartolotto, who takes that three from the top of the key, giving Currituck now a 1-point lead. It's been the first time in a while in this contest since they've taken the lead, and we're going to get another timeout. This one will be from Coach Ray Richards for the Nighthawks. It's a well-needed timeout from them as well, 40-41. I guess, Issa, while we have a bit of a timeout, what do you think Coach Richards is telling his team right now, or how do you think he's going to strategize now for Currituck coming out of this timeout?
Just trying to pull them together, pull them back, and get them back into the zone. I mean, they've been leading this game this whole entire time, so just pulling them back together and getting them right for these last 6 minutes, and just gelling them together. You got to tell them this is it, man. Like, what you want to do? This is a big crowd. I mean, it's a big rivalry game. You always want to come out and win with a game like this in an environment like this.
So they're playing for the Conference Tournament Championship. They did need to settle in, and we've actually saw that twice in the game. It seems like every time First Flight manages to take control and get some separation on that scoreboard, Currituck just answers right back. They're like rubber bands. They just keep bouncing back. As Miles will be the one to receive that inbound pass. He'll find Jester. Beatson now get the ball. I believe Beatson has been quiet over the past few minutes as well. Seems like Currituck has managed to silence her just a bit as Jester tried to pass that one down low. The White, bit of a miscommunication there between their movement. That ball goes out of bounds, putting it back into the hands of the Knights.
Good idea for Currituck to double Maddie. She's their monster right now.
That's Dawson. She managed to get past Beatson, but she couldn't hold on to that ball. Had a wide open trip to the rim, but the ball just flew right out of her hands. It goes out of bounds, giving the ball right back to First Flight. And that layup could have gave them a bit of a cushion, but now First Flight has an opportunity to regain the lead with another shot. Actually ended up potentially costing them the ball. That'll be a jump ball, and the possession will go back to the Knights now. So they'll have another opportunity to create some separation on that scoreboard.
First Flight's gonna have to figure out what they got to do to get this game back, leading to them. They're just starting to lose it right now, and it's not good for them right now.
Dawson guarded by Beatson. A key matchup. As White finds Barry near that left wing. They'll give it back to White. Little under 6 minutes to go in the game now. Dawson tried to go on that right baseline. She missed it, but got her own rebound. She'll do a bit of a turnaround on the way up, but she'll miss that one. White gets the rebound. She'll go up again, but not without getting fouled.
Seems like I got an injury from Dawson. Seems like she's getting up though. Hopefully she's doing all right and can finish this game. Yeah,
I think she'll stay on the court, and I don't see any substitutions lined up to take her out of it, so I think they're going to let her play.
That's what you got to do, man. You got to suck it up a little bit, and I mean, this last 5 minutes, this intense game. You want to be in the game and impact it and do what you can.
White misses that first free throw. Yeah, but Dawson, hopefully she can pull through. At least she'll have a weekend to be able to rest and recuperate before we get into the state playoffs. White misses both free throws. And Currituck's really left a lot of points at that line.
Oh, yeah.
They managed to come away with the offensive rebound, though. As we're getting close to that 5-minute mark at the end of the game, as Dawson misses the floater. This time First Flight comes away with the rebound, and they'll take it left to right on your radio dial. As Miles misses that layup on the fast break. This time White should get the rebound, and they're going to call a jump ball for White. Unless she had most of the possession on that one, but they'll say First Flight will keep possession.
They got to do something here. They haven't had the ball in quite some time.
And there's Beatson on the opposite side. She'll go up and give Northeastern the lead again. I mean, not Northeastern, my apologies. I'm seeing some more personnel for Northeastern make their way out on the floor, but First Flight gets the lead. As that's a missed shot from Bartolotta. It doesn't hit the rim. Beatson comes away with the rebound. She'll bring it past half court herself. She'll find Jester. She'll pass it out to Beatson. That shot too far to the left. It goes into the hands of Dawson, who gets the rebound. She'll bring this one up now, going right to left. She'll slow things down a little bit, and slow things down benefits the Knights. As we get near that 4-minute mark, there we'll find White. Woman-to-woman defense as White manages to weave her way past the defender. She saw an opening in the middle of that paint, and she'll go up for that layup, making it a 43-42 lead now for the Knights. And we're going to get a charge now against Beatson.
Hope that doesn't, affect the way she's playing. Make one simple mistake and it can just alter your mindset in the game and really completely throw off how you play.
Yep, and that'll be the second charge total in the season that's taken by the Knights now. The First Flight came before this game, actually had 8 charges taken total in the season. 9, I believe, when you count this contest. Now Currituck is met with full court pressure yet again. It'll be White bringing this one up. She'll find Bartolotta. That pass a bit too far, or a bit too high, I should say. It'll go out of bounds, giving the possession back to the Nighthawks. Under 4 minutes to go, so we've reached the halfway point in this quarter. As Miles will bring this ball up. She'll find Beatson now. They're trying to get Beatson more involved at the twilight of this game.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to double her.
And they find Thornborough. Beatson will pull this one from the left corner. That one's off. That ball was last touched against White. It almost looked like Jester almost touched it at the last moment.
Yeah, it seems like the crowd has some controversy with that call.
As Amani Dawson will make her way in for Amelia Cervantes. Miles will pass this one to Thornborough. They'll hand it off to Beatson. The shootout of that double team, that shot a bit short. I believe the possession will stay with First Flight.
Having a lot of opportunities to score right now. Hopefully they can make the right decision to get some easy points.
They're going to inbound this one to Beatson, who gives it to Thornborough. Beatson finds Miles. Tried to pass it to a cut-in Beatson, but also a few black jerseys in the way of that. As Currituck will take this one now in transition and find White on the left wing. Looks like now, at first I thought First Flight was trying to get into a zone, but it's a white jersey just looking for her matchup. As Currituck gets fouled on the shot, they'll go to the free throw line yet again. And imagine the lead Currituck could have had, though. They could have made a lot of these free throws, leaving a lot of points on that charity strike. It'll be Dawson this time at the free throw line. Dawson on the season averaging about 10.5 points a game and 49% from the free throw line. As she'll miss that first one. They're going to need all of those. She'll miss both free throws as Miles comes away with the rebound. I believe they said she got fouled by Bartolotta on that exchange. So First Flight will have possession either way. As Miles will bring this one up left to right. Tried to pass that one to Jester. It was tipped by Narducci, but Beatson is there to get the loose ball. As Beatson finds Jester, she'll find Miles, who pulls from the right corner. That shot a bit too far. Goes into the hands of Barry.
Getting a little bit too excited about that shot. Just be calm and just let it ride.
Especially in this situation here where the mistakes are at their most critical.
Yeah.
Under 2.5 minutes to go in the game. But stay tuned as we'll have another game coming up right after this. The Gators of Martin County taking on the Eagles of Northeastern. It looks like White comes away with that rebound for the Nighthawks. Beatson will go up on 2. She doesn't make the layup, but she will get fouled She'll go to the free throw line now for an opportunity to tie this one up or take the lead.
Yeah, smart decision for just going up and seeing if you get that foul and or get the and one. I mean, it's a great decision.
She'll miss that first one. That's a free throw they needed, though. We're getting close to 2 minutes now. Beatson is a 69% free throw shooter. I believe statistically she is the highest shooting free throw shooter on the team. As she makes the second one, and that will tie this one up, 43 all. They'll find Dawson. Yeah, I believe they're going to call that. Yeah, I believe they're going to call that. Oh, I believe that's a foul or a moving screen. Yeah, or against Narducci.
Just trying to back out that defender and give your teammate a wide open layup, but you gotta do it in a way where it's not illegal.
Yes. It seems like now Currituck, they were very upset by that call. They're going to get a missed shot, though, from First Flight. And I believe that was Thornborough there to get the offensive rebound, and she gets fouled on the second chance opportunity. And she'll still go to the free throw line now with an ability to take the lead.
Yeah, a lot of people in the crowd was not liking that call. Hopefully it'll be some of those nasty chants from the refs. Don't need that today.
As the first free throw rims off. So a lot of ECSU faculty helping work the game as well. Just want to send out our appreciation to them for making things work. Also another shout out to Darius Satterfield for getting the digital board going, giving the kids their true college experience.
Oh yeah.
Managed to get the score going on the scorer's table and on our digital board inside of the Vaughn Center. As I believe there may have been a foul on that second missed free throw. If that foul was on Lily Thornborough for the Nighthawks. And before we get to any more action, though, we're going to get a timeout from Currituck, and we're going to take that timeout with them, but stay tuned to see how this game plays out exclusively on WRVS 89.9, your community voice, and on WRVS 89.9's YouTube channel. We'll be back in a few. All right, thank you. Minute 50. All right, how much time is left inside the studio? Yeah, you can bring me in after that. Thank you. Yeah, the score's all tied up, too.
Yeah, it's starting to get intense. Yeah, he's behind the goalpost back there.
Oh, yeah, I see him. Yeah, he's on the floor. Back to action now as number 13, Madison Berry, will make her way to the free throw line. The 5'6" freshman. Let's see if she can shoot these free throws like a veteran. These are some important free throws. Scores tied up 43-43, under 2 minutes to go in the NCC Conference Championship as that first free throw rims off. You see some of her teammates encouraging her. Just another free throw that's made here can still give them a 1-point lead. And she'll make that second free throw. And Currituck will lead this one out 44-43. Minute 45 to go in the game. White will miss the three-point shot. It goes into the hands of Narducci. And she loses that one. It goes into the hands of Jester on the turnover. She'll put that one up now, giving First Flight a 45-44 lead. A minute and a half to go. White brings this one up, going right to left. She tried to pass that. Well, she tried to shoot that one on too. And that's going to be one of the easiest charge calls of the night. I mean, she literally just ran right into it.
Yeah, she was just playing it. She was just waiting for her to come and fall.
Yeah, it's the second charge call from Bass Knight. And I believe that's the 10th total charge taken from the Nighthawks on the season.
That was a great decision. Just great decision to make it at such a time like this, and deciding not to foul and doing what you can and throwing your body on the line.
As we're going to get a substitution again, I believe, from the Nighthawks. As we're going to get another stoppage of play. A lot of things going on. I believe before there may have been another violation. They're going to call a timeout. That was Ray Richards and the Nighthawks. I believe they're calling their timeout. They have 3 remaining. We're going to keep it right here, though. Just want to get another announcement out about this ticket giveaway that we have before this game 1 ends. That we're giving out free tickets again for the Harlem Globetrotters, who are celebrating the 100 years of fun and surprises. And they are bringing their 100-year tour to the Chartway Arena in Norfolk on March 14th. You can go ahead to our website and register for your tickets now, and the website is WRVS899.com. Once again, that website is WRVS899.com. As both teams make their way back onto the court now. Right in the heart of crunch time. I believe that's White inbounding that one for the Nighthawks. They'll give it to Beatson, who tries to go ahead and push the pace.
Got a foot race going on, trying to get that steal.
I believe now First Flight's playing a bit of keep away. Since there's no shot clock in high school basketball, they can hold this one until the game ends. And we're going to get a timeout from First Flight this time. So. What do you think Coach Richards is drawing up now, Issa?
Probably just another play, just trying to get an easy bucket for him, maybe try to draw a foul to try to pull this game away from him.
Yep, you see he's drawing away though on that chalkboard or that whiteboard. Seems like he has something set though as those white jerseys makes their way back onto the court. 45-44 is your score. The Nighthawks holding on to a 1-point lead with 1:07 left to go in the game. This is game 1 of 2. As the varsity boys game will be the Northeastern Eagles taking on the Gators of Martin County. As Beatson will pass this one to Thornborough. She'll find Abby Miles.
Just holding it off. I mean,
they're playing
that's
keep
what
away.
you do at the end of the game.
Currituck's not fouling. Both teams have 1 timeout apiece. And I believe Coach Ray Richards will use that final timeout. 50 seconds left to go. We're going to take a quick break with him, but stay tuned to see how this game plays out exclusively on WRVS 89.9 and streaming on WRVS 89.9 on YouTube. Thank you. How much time is left? Yeah, you can bring me in. That was a quick one. A little under 45 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. You can hear Currituck's cheerleaders screaming out defense as that ball gets poked free from Miles. Abby Miles met with a double team.
Caught a foul before they could get the jump.
I believe that foul was on Ariana White. Narducci and White was on that double team to put the pressure on Miles, but now Miles will have to go to the free throw line. Let's see if she has ice in her veins.
Gotta get some, at least one. Hopefully, you can get both of them to go down and pull this game away.
The stats show that she shoots 54% from the free throw line, but they're gonna need her to go 100% on this set right here. She'll make the first free throw. That'll give First Flight now a 2-point lead. That takes a little bit of pressure off of them because if Currituck makes a 2-point, at least they'll tie the game up now, but with a made free throw here, that'll put more pressure on Currituck as they'll be down 3. And she makes both of them, so she has a little bit of ice water in her veins. Still staying cold after all the warm weather that's coming to Elizabeth City. And with that ball going out of bounds, they'll say the possession will stay with Currituck. Last touch by a white jersey.
They got to be smart here. only 28 seconds left. They got to draw up some type of play that can get someone open at least an opportunity to shoot it. And just crash for the boards and see if you can get a second chance opportunity, maybe an and one.
And he's really going to have to make that timeout really count now, as I believe Coach Shelby Darden used his last timeout. So both teams now have 0 timeouts on the contest. So you better make this game plan your best one. You might not have another opportunity to do so. Once again, this is game 1 out of game 2 for the NCC Conference Tournament. In a tight contested matchup. One thing too I like about these two crowds from Currituck and First Flight, their fans really get into it. It's like they're some of the most passionate and respectful fans, and so like they really get loud and tense and stuff, but they'll still be kind, and you really don't see anything truly escalate and get out of order.
Oh yeah, the love for the game, man, from the crowd is so lovely to see and feel it, especially on the court and trying to get a win for your team.
Yeah, this is truly a packed house. As you can see people on the second level on the other side standing on the rails as Dawson misses that jump shot. Narducci was there with the second chance opportunity. She'll get fouled going up, and I believe Dawson may have suffered another injury.
I think it might be cramps. I saw her grabbing her calves, trying to work them out. Those calf cramps is just not something you want to have.
And she'll get up pretty fast, but she's not able to walk yet. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's nothing too severe, but that might be a big hit for the Knights if she can't get back into the game. But coming in her place will be number 3, Amelia Cervantes. And now Narducci will go to the free throw line. Some made free throws here can really put her team in an easier position. They won't be able to take the lead with none of these free throws, but that'll give them more options on the offensive end after this, as she'll miss that first one.
Maybe she can knock this one down, and if not, try to work it and try to knock it off the rim and maybe get it back to your teammate.
She'll miss both of those. But that ball, I thought the ball was last touched by Lila White, but they're going to say it was against the Knights.
Oh, wow.
That's an interesting turn of events.
Yeah.
Especially with 19 seconds left. Currituck's definitely going to have to foul.
Yeah.
Seems like they're backing off.
They got to do it now.
With 13 seconds left, they do get the turnover, and they give the ball right back to First Flight in the hands of Beatson. And they're still not trying to, it seems like they're going for the ball instead of the player.
Yeah.
And that'll be how we end things. Actually, before we end things, we get a jump ball with 0.2 seconds left, but I believe the damage was already done.
Yeah.
This jump ball really doesn't do too much. Currituck will stay with possession, but I don't even think they'll have enough time to get a last-second heave.
No, they had to go to they had to at least foul in those first few seconds of the whistle.
Okay, that'll be how we end things. And you can see now those white jerseys celebrating down on the floor, and they have plenty to celebrate as the Nighthawks win this one 47-44. So First Flight will emerge as the NCC Conference Tournament champions for varsity women. Still going to show sportsmanship before celebrating too hard, as they're going to shake hands down the middle of that sideline by the scorer's table. But you got to admire the hustle by Currituck. You saw how hard they fought.
Oh, yeah.
At one point, they were down by 13, and they managed to come. Actually, I think instead of them coming in and just making things close, they took the lead, but First Flight quickly responded. While we have a little bit of time, Lisa, give us your final thoughts on this contest.
It was a great intense play from both teams. Coming out here with a lot of energy and, just doing those small things for the team. And it's very important as playing in high school and coming up to a college